If you want younger looking skin, you must add these 5 steps into your skincare routine. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So these are like nothing new, and if you are over 50 and had been reading teen magazines since the 70s or 80s, these are things you've probably heard over and over again. But sometimes you haven't been reading things like that and you did forget, and you're just starting to get into some skincare. You're just starting to notice that your skin's not looking quite as good as it did in its 20s and 30s. And I'm just going to go over some basics. I'm going to tell you some ingredients that you should be looking for in your own products. And then I will also tell you what I personally use, though you can find the ingredients in your own products. So that's just for those that are going to ask, what do you use? What do you recommend? So let's go ahead and get started. I do have some notes down here, especially when I'm talking ingredients, so I don't forget or mess up. So, if you see me looking down or holding a piece of paper up, that's what I'm doing. All right, first step number 1, cleanse. The first product that I ever used was from a brand, Colleen Rothschild. And I discovered Colleen Rothschild through an influencer. I can't even remember. Hey Sugar Plum on Instagram. And her mom had gorgeous skin. And her mom was in her 60s, 70s, and she was using Colleen Rothschild. It is their cleansing balm. Comes with a little linen cloth, and you rub it in. It turns into an oil. Add a little bit of water, and then you can rinse off with the cleansing cloth or wipe it off, carefully and splash off. In the summer, I feel like I need something more than just a balm. I've been using Dermatology Essential Cleanser. It lightly foams. It removes everything. I feel like it gets off all that sunscreen, but it keeps your skin soft also. Super important to remove that dirt and that makeup. It can build up, get in your pores. It can really affect the texture of your skin. You really want to be cleansing your skin every night. In the morning, now this is where people will be like, well, what is she talking about? I wash my face in the shower with the Dove moisturizing bar. And yes, I am making sure I say Dove moisturizing bar instead of Dove soap, because again, those that are my age or older remember the commercials where they used to talk about how it's 1/4 moisturizing cream. It's still what I use. I still like it in the morning. That's how I kind of get rid of all the impurities that might have been sloughed off or to the top of my skin while I slept and while some of my active ingredients were working overnight. Step 2, exfoliate. Now this is the most important step if you are just starting a skincare routine. If you have been ignoring your skin for years, this is the step what's going to lift off all the dead skin cells that have been building up, that are in your pores, clogging your pores. It could take weeks. All right, you don't want to be sitting here with a real, scrubbing off your skin going, oh, exfoliating is the most important thing. You want to do gentle exfoliation consistently for several weeks, and it will slowly lift off all those dead skin cells a little bit at a time till you have that younger, smoother looking skin. Yes, you can do something more extreme, like go for a chemical peel or something that actually really can turn over your skin and take off all that dead skin. What we're going to talk about today are some of the other things you can do for exfoliation, starting from the most gentle, which is actually the manual exfoliation. This is the Dermatology Micro Dermabrasion Scrub. Very, very fine, fine scrub. Not like the St. Ives apricot scrub that we all used in the 70s. This one's real fine, it's gentle, and it is really good at just sloughing off that extra skin, making it feel really smooth. Now you only want to exfoliate, 1 time, 2 times, maximum 3 times a week. And you may, like I do, mix up your exfoliation. So I usually do a manual scrub once a week, and then I do some chemical exfoliation. All right, this is where I need to look at my little notes. Common types of chemical exfoliations and that you may have seen these terms: AHA, BHA, enzymes, pineapple enzymes, etc., or PHAs, which are polydroxy acids. They have been marketed as gentler than the manual scrubs. Now, besides the scrubs, you know, the Clearsonic, remember everybody used to do the Clearsonic? That is also a manual exfoliation. Again, you don't want to do it too tough, but they would always say, or they're promoting, the marketers would promote that the chemical exfoliants are gentler, and they can be if you don't overuse them. Everything in moderation, right? So popular AHAs include glycolic acid, mandelic acid, lactic acid. Well, those are the three big ones, and I'm going to talk about them because I've used all three of them. I like Dermatology LA Refining Serum. It is a lactic acid. It is larger molecules, so they don't penetrate as deep, so they don't irritate as much. So I really like the LA Refining Serum. Again, before I knew the difference of ingredients or anything like that, I had purchased the Colleen Rothschild's mandelic acid. I had actually purchased almost every serum, not knowing anything about the ingredients, but I really liked the mandelic acid. It is also one of the most gentle chemical exfoliants. So if you do have sensitive skin, lactic acid or mandelic acid might be the right ones for you to start with your exfoliation. But start slow, follow instructions. If you see any sign of irritation, you need to stop. Now, what I consider my kick in the butt chemical exfoliants is the TLC, the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. So this has got your glycolic acid, it has some lactic acid, it also has your BHAs, which I did not talk about, which are oil soluble exfoliants, and salicylic acid is salicylic acid is the most common, usually found in a lot of acne preventing products. Because it is oil based, it does absorb more easily into your skin, you know, with the oils on your skin, penetrates deeper into the skin, and so that's why it's considered really effective for acne. But you don't have to have acne to use it. It does go deep, remove excess oil, and also remove the dead skin cells. The other granddaddy of chemical exfoliants is just a pure glycolic acid solution. This is from The Ordinary. Again, you want to be very careful with this, but it is just 7% solution of glycolic acid, really good at purifying your skin. Now, chemical exfoliants and manual exfoliation is not just for your face. I still use a body scrub. I use Colleen Rothschild, their honey vanilla body scrub on my upper arms. I used to get KP, which is a buildup of keratin. It's a little white bumps that aren't acne, but they're just white bumps. Mine were spread out a little bit more. My youngest daughter, was born with KP. And she has it really bad. Like it irritates, like long sleeves can irritate her upper arms and her thighs. So she's always looking for something to help with her KP. The product that she likes the most, that she asks me to buy every time she runs out, is the Dermatology Exfoliating Body Lotion. So this is a 12% lactic acid. And so it says you can use it twice daily. It also has ceramides, peptides, tripeptides, etc. Some good skin ingredients too. But you can do a light scrub, body scrub, for exfoliating your arms and legs. Also, if you need chemical exfoliation, my daughter says this really softens. Nothing seems to get rid of it. And yes, she went to a dermatologist. We bought all kinds of expensive, compound things for her to use at the dermatologist, but she has found that this is the one that she likes over the counter the best. Enzymes, right? There are all kinds of natural ingredients. You don't have to buy just an acid. You can get products. I know the Body Shop used to have like a pineapple enzyme mask. Dermatology has a pumpkin mask. All those enzymes can also dissolve those skin cells and the oils. And then your PHAs, such as gluconolactone and lactobionic acid are similar to the AHAs, but they also have larger molecules, making them gentler for the skin. So maybe I should be looking for PHAs. Besides exfoliating, they're also supposed to moisturize the skin. So, but I do not have any PHA products that I use. Again, I really want to stress this is the most important step, but it's also a step that you have to monitor carefully, especially if you have sensitive skin. Even if you don't think you have sensitive skin, you can overuse these products. You can overuse them for 2 months and think, oh, my skin is handling it real well. I'm going to use it every day, or try and do things outside of their recommended usage and dosage, and you're slowly stripping that barrier, your skin barrier that's protecting your skin, and then all of a sudden one day you'll have a reaction. So you definitely want to be very cautious with them. If you show any signs of irritation, you want to stop using until the irritation goes away, or maybe try another product completely. And you may want to check with your dermatologist and follow their instructions. Okay, now we're on to step 3. I'm like, wait a minute, this is saying step 1. But step 3, which is your skin treatments. This is where people like to create their own little cocktails. You can go on the Ordinary website and you're picking Matrixyl, whatever, and vitamin C's, and big cocktail. A lot of people were over using products on their skin. Again, dermatologists were seeing a big uptick in people coming with dermatitis and other skin issues and rashes because of overuse of exfoliants and these treatments. But they are really important in an anti-skincare or anti-skincare, anti-aging skincare routine. They can help reduce the appearance of wrinkles, they improve skin texture, and most importantly, they can, some of them will promote collagen production, which starts to decline when you start getting in your 40s and 50s. And so that's really, really important. So they actually work below the skin to help repair and rebuild. Now, are they going to completely rebuild and give you your skin that you had in your 20s and 30s? No. I mean, honestly, if you really are getting your skin's too saggy, or, there's too much damage, fillers, Botox, facelifts, those may be the only options. But if you're just starting to see signs, or you're not into all those other more surgical or medical solutions, then these really are a great first line defense against the aging process. Number 1, if you skipped all of them and could add this one into your routine, I think this is the most important if your skin can handle it. And this is your retinoids. Mine is prescription. This is my tretinoin. Mine is a combination. In trying to get rid of my dark spots, I do have a prescription for a tretinoin, which is Retin-A. You might have heard it by Retin-A. A tretinoin and hydroquinone prescription. It has a few other ingredients also. Again, get mine at a dermatologist. It's not covered by insurance, but it's only $45 if they write a prescription at a compound pharmacy. If you try and get some retinol or tretinoin from your doctor and it's not covered under your insurance, if you have insurance, it can be like $150 a tube. So it can be harder to find. It is the most effective. It is absorbed into your skin, and it immediately goes to work at stimulating collagen production, promoting cellular turnover, and reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The over-the-counter products, your retinols, your retinoids, they are also derived from vitamin A. Did I say that tretinoin is a derivative of vitamin A? So your retinoids are also derivatives. They take more steps for your body to be able to use them. So your retinoids might take one additional step for your body to convert it before it can use it for collagen production. And the weakest, the retinols, take 2 steps. So if you don't use it regularly, if you are not using the proper amount, then you might not see results, or it might take longer for results. And some of the over-the-counter products, I feel, some of the retinols, they just throw in the word retinol and they just really don't do anything. So you're going to have to test things out, and you're going to have to test it out using the whole bottle, I think, unless you get an irritation, because it can take weeks. It took 6 months before I really saw the smoother, nicer skin from using tretinoin. So they say 4 to 6 months. Okay, what retinols do I like? I like the City Beauty. So the advanced retinol system is a very nice retinol. It's a 2-step. The first step kind of puts down a little protective barrier. They call it the Restore. And then you have they call it Renew. No, Restore. And then the second, it's got 2 pumps. And the second step, the Renew, is the retinol. Having said that, you don't necessarily want to put moisturizer on before you put your basic retinoids on, because you want it to be the first. It should be step 1 of all your treatments. You want your tretinoin. My favorite dermatology product. This is the first skincare product that I used. They sent it to me in PR. I'm not sponsored by them. I am an affiliate for them. But they sent it for me in PR, and I still use it 4 years later. I love the Dermatology Needleless Serum. I saw it immediately clearing out my pores, and I saw smoother skin texture. First time. The main ingredient in the Needleless Serum is their niacinamide. So niacinamide, super important ingredient, I feel, in anti-aging skincare. It helps pull the oils out of your pores. It helps brighten the skin, refine the texture. And so I just find it really important, for this area here. Again, Ordinary has just a straight niacinamide that you can buy. I kind of like all-in-one products. This has your niacinamide. It has your peptides, which are amino acid chains that promote the collagen and elastin production in the skin. It has tripeptides, all kinds of goodies in this. They call it their Serapep technology. Did I say ceramides? Ceramides, peptides. They've got it all in one. Lots of all-in-one serums. Like I said, not necessarily the only one, but you do want to look for an anti-aging product with your ceramides, peptides, niacinamides. All those are really good. They're all in a lot of serums. And niacinamide is also known for its anti-inflammatory properties. So if you're getting some redness, it can help with your redness. And it also, I'm looking down at my notes, and it also can help improve the skin barrier function. So that's why this is my little wonder serum that I've used for 4 years. Okay, the other granddaddy treatment that I don't use regularly is vitamin C. So you can hear a lot of people talk about vitamin C, that they love vitamin C, that it evens out their skin tones, it helps lighten their age spots, it's really beneficial to skin, antioxidant properties. I found when I was using it, the L-ascorbic acid, it stripped my skin barrier and caused irritation. So L-ascorbic acid, that formula of vitamin C, can be very, very irritating to your skin if you overuse it or if you just have a sensitivity to it. So there are other forms of vitamin C that aren't as harsh. Again, dermatology, they came out with this vitamin C5. So they do have a L-ascorbic acid one. It's like CEF, it's like vitamin C and ferulic acid. But this C5 are 5 different forms of vitamin C, less irritating. I have not had any sort of reaction with this. It does have peptides and ceramides mixed in with it. I don't find myself using it regularly, but I have used it. This is not my first one, so this is like my 3rd one. I just don't find me using it as regular as I could, but it is an option if you have irritation to your L-ascorbic acid and you're looking for some sort of antioxidant protection and a little bit of skin brightening. Okay, step 4 is to moisturize. And this is where my favorite moisturizer, is a very controversial product because it is so expensive. I am testing out other products right now. I have stopped using it, but let's talk about a little bit about moisturizer. It is important to get a moisturizer that is right for your skin type. Those with oilier skin might need a more lightweight moisturizer. Those with drier skin might need a heavier or more cream-based moisturizer. You want to ensure, especially during the daytime, that your moisturizer is easily absorbed and doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy. A lot of moisturizers are also mixed in with those ceramides and peptides and tripeptides. And number one holy grail ingredient that you hear about all the time is hyaluronic acid, because it can hold 10 times its weight in water. It's really good for plumping the skin, which can reduce the appearance of your fine lines and wrinkles. Let's talk about what I've used for years and years and years, and what I'm testing now. Okay, what I've used for years and years and years is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration. This is the one with SPF. I have it over in my little SPF file today. I usually don't buy my e.l.f. Holy Hydration with SPF. I usually like to add my SPF different or separate, but I actually accidentally bought the one with SPF. This is usually my daytime moisturizer, and Creme de la Mer is my nighttime moisturizer. People get so mad because it's so expensive. You just use a little bit. I just take a little pea size with my fingernail. You rub your fingers together and you pat it on your skin. This is my nighttime moisturizer. I do not like using it during the day. It leaves a little bit too much moisturizer on my skin during the day. But even though it's expensive, it does last a long, long time. And I don't do my nails. I don't color my hair. I mean, if you look at how much you spend on beauty, I still probably spend less than a lot of people, even though I love La Mer. Having said that, I am testing out two other products. Not testing, one of them I used before my La Mer. And one of them is not released yet, so I can't talk about it. I'm using it on one side of my face. And on the other side, I went back to my Colleen Rothschild. This is their Extreme Recovery Cream. It is a hyaluronic acid and peptide moisturizing cream. I use it. I've been using it day and night right now. It is really lightweight. When, you know, for something that comes in, what do you call this, container, like this, I expect usually these to be the thicker creams, but it is so light, it almost feels like watery as you're rubbing it in. And then when it settles, it actually leaves that moisture barrier on like a heavier cream. I don't know how it does that, but I really do like the way it feels. I used this again when I was influenced before I had my YouTube channel. This is what I used. I'm trying it again on the other half of my skin. It is a really nice moisture level for me. So it just feels, my hand feels so good that I'm gonna have to put it on my other hand now. Dermatology just came out with a new one. I have not even opened it yet. They just sent it to me. It is their Barrier Repair Mask, and yeah, brand new product. And you can use it as a night mask, or you can use it as your night cream. It's just a moisturizer. So I'll be interested to test it, but now I'm testing two creams right now. So I feel like that's why I don't like to do skincare, a lot of different skincare routines, because I feel like you have to use it so long. And then once your skin, if you like it and your skin's really nice, then the next product might be just riding the wave of your good skin. And, you know, 2 months later, then, you know, you find out, okay, that's not working that well. But I tend to like dermatology products. This is hyaluronic acid, tripeptide, ceramides, chamomile, oat extract, aloe, vitamin E, jojoba oil. It's glycerin based. You know, it's got all the right ingredients. So their Barrier Rescue Mask is another one. If you like to switch up your moisturizers, it's one that you may want to try. Okay, now we're at step number 5, which is protect. The sunscreen. Much to a lot of people's dismay, when I'm in my house during the day, I do not wear sunscreen. I've cleared it with my dermatologist. So my dermatologist says I do not need to wear sunscreen unless I'm sitting close to a window. Even with an open window, there's light fall off, blah, blah, blah. You know, so, you know, where sitting this far, my window's behind this light here, I don't feel I need to wear sunscreen in the house. Just don't need to add those ingredients. But I do when I go outside. I am actually, I put some on because I used the Holy Hydration today, and I'm going to put a little bit more on because I'm going to go out outside and work in the garden after I finish filming. I'm going to be using the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer. Again, when I first started, 2019, they sent me this in the needleless serum, and I have been using them ever since. Oh, I said 2019. It must have been early 2020. Yeah, because my channel was about 8 months old. And I love this one. This one adds just a little bit of a glow to your skin. It's just a really nice weight. It is slightly tinted. My daughters don't like the tint. They have fair skin, or one of them has really fair skin. She doesn't like the tint. The broad spectrum sunscreen on the Dermatology website is the same product, untinted, but Dermatology has a ton of different sunscreens. They have their physical sunscreen. Oh, I don't have it in front of me. It goes on. It's a little bit thicker, like a physical zinc oxide. The Universal is chemical sunscreen. It goes on a little bit whiter, lighter on my skin, but it does absorb down quickly. They also came out with their latest sunscreen, was the Daydream sunscreen. This is a physical sunscreen, SPF 40, but it absorbs really quick and it is clear. And you push this down. I really like this one also. This is in my pickleball bag. It's what I use when I play sports outside. Whatever sunscreen you use, you do want to protect against the sun's harmful rays. Now, when you apply your sunscreen, you're applying it around that delicate eye area. Dermatology has just come out with their new product. It is their Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 41. It is specifically made for your eyes. Now, test it out. If your eyes are so sensitive, you want to be careful with it, but I put it all around my eyes. It doesn't sweat and run into my eyes when I'm outside. I use it when I'm playing sports. They have 4 shades. Oh, this is the medium. They have a fair, medium, tan, and the darker shade. These are all shades of peach. So I tried the medium because I'm like, I use medium tone foundations. It's way too light. So I am tan even when my skin is in its lighter, light medium shade. You would use medium if you have light skin, and you would use their fair if you have pale skin, just so you know. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So it's got, one of these little metal applicators, and you do half a pump. This is going to be too much if you do a full pump. Half a pump. I just tap it on. You can see how light this one is. The applicator is cooling. Again, SPF 41. You can use it under a concealer if you need more color correcting. It is not a concealer. It's not going to leave a bunch of pigment on your skin. I did put a little bit more. And those are the 5 steps that you need to take for younger looking skin. I did not address hyperpigmentation on my treatment face. That one's really big because a lot of people start noticing age spots, dark spots, and things like that, and wondering how to combat them, fade them, get rid of them, etc. The exfoliation, the turning over the skin cells, can help alleviate that problem. Vitamin C has been known to fade light, dark spots. The granddaddy of them all is hydroquinone. Some people don't want to use hydroquinone. My dermatologist is a big hydroquinone fan. My compound is 6% hydroquinone. You used to be able to buy 2% over the counter. Unfortunately, in 2020, they added it in some random bill that you can't sell hydroquinone. I think it might have been a COVID bill, but they threw in hydroquinone in there. And so you can no longer buy it over the counter, but it is still mixed into some ingredients. Kojic acid is another ingredient that can reduce the appearance of your dark spots and your hyperpigmentation to help prevent it. But the best defense against new hyperpigmentation or continued hyperpigmentation are iron oxide. So it's actually your foundation. Wearing foundation while you're outdoors in the sun actually can prevent you from getting new dark spots, or your dark spots from getting darker. That's why your tinted sunscreens do a better job at preventing hyperpigmentation than your regular sunscreens. And you need some of that iron oxide to do a physical barrier against the rays that deepen and darken your skin. So that's kind of important thing to know. So the color corrector does contain iron oxide. So you could even, if you're not going to be putting on a lot of foundations or whatever, just spot correct your hyperpigmentation spots with this corrector, and it will also give you additional protection against dark spots and increased hyperpigmentation. You can just look for the ingredients in any skincare products that you purchase. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit long. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.